So tonight I'm thinking about making something that's Batman related. And I don't exactly know what I'm going to do, but I was thinking along the lines of like a wristwatch, kind of like a wristwatch, but like a cell phone wristwatch where, you know, it's a circle and there's like some buttons that Batman could press to make a phone call, and then maybe a speaker in the middle and somewhere some Batman emblems. I'm not even certain that I would make the full band of the watch. I might just make part of it and have it go off screen, and the watch part, the cell phone part, would be the main thing. So I don't know. We're going to see what comes out of this. So here I am in Blender 2.79 with my screencast keys on, and I'm just going to take. Oh, you know what? Let's just get rid of the cube and let's take this. Let's convert it right away so I don't forget to a sun. And I'm just going to give it as a default 0.3, use nodes. I'm in cycles, by the way. And I'll make this sort of a yellowish color. And I'll make this just 4. And I'm going to take that and the camera, and I'm going to move them down here. So I got a clean workspace right there. So did I move anything? Nothing? No? All right, get out of there, guys. There it is. Okay, so I'm on the first layer, right. Alrighty, so what we'll do is we'll look from the top down, 7 and then 5, and I'm going to bring in a mesh circle, but I'm going to bump this up to 64. Okay, and here we go. Let's go into edit mode, and I'm in vertex selection mode right now. I'm going to hit E and S. Let's just see what we're going to do here. E and S. Now I want to make some circles. So I'm going to go there. E and S will come in again about an equal amount. E and S. Let's come in for a central region. And then I don't know what to do at that point. I'm going to close it. I'm going to go E and Alt M. And I can change that later if I want to. Okay, so with that done, what I was thinking of was using, let's go over to face selection. I was thinking of taking, say, those 4, skipping 2, I think, and those 4, and those. And I mean, I could, you know, just do a section and mirror it, but I'm just going to do it all. All right, I'm going to skip 2 and see if I get the correct number. I think I'm going to get 16 of these. I think. Okay. I think I'm doing it all right. And 2, and 2, and 2, and 2. Yeah, like that. And then I'm going to hit I to inset and bring them in a little bit. And then I'm going to try W, Loop Tools, Circle. And S, nope, not going to do it like that. I've got circles. I'm going to switch to individual origins and S to scale a little bit. And let's just try deleting those faces and selecting the whole thing and giving it some thickness. Is that what I want to do? I think it is what I want to do. E, and we'll do this. We'll come up like that. Maybe we'll even do it. No, we'll do it like that. I'm going to select it all and Control N to flip polys. And that's what I have. Let's go ahead right away and try a subdivision surface of 2 and smoothing. And I think that could work. So now what I'll do is I'm going to come in to each of these. I'm still in individual origins. Let's go back. And I'm going to, what am I going to do? Do I want to close these up? I don't think so. Although it would have been a nice idea. I just want to think about if I just do this. I'll just do it on 1 for now. Come out. If I put a button in there, yeah, I think I want a section down there. Take this E and S and just E and Alt M. I think I want a base in there. What have I got? I'll turn off the subdivision for a minute. So I got that. I end up using a lot of polys this way, but I want something that glows underneath it. And I think I may need to do it that way. So it's going to take me a bit of time, so perhaps I'll just speed up the video here and do the same thing. I'll just show you one more time what I'm going to do. I'm going to go E and S. Well, you know what I could do? Let's backtrack a bit. And then I might be able to do it all at the same time. All right, let's see what I got there. Okay. All right, it's okay to do, I'll even get rid of those. Let's go back to individual origins. And let's grab the edge, Shift, Alt, and click that edge and that edge. Holding Shift and Alt, and I'm clicking the edge, so I'm getting the whole circle all the way around. And we'll see if we can do all this together at once. Although when I do go back and put edge loops in, it's going to take a little bit of time. So whether we speed up the video there or you bear with me. All right, so I got that. So let's hope this is going to work. Let's go E and S. Okay. And then, well, I'm really going to have to go out of individual origins and close all these up, aren't I? Because I can't just go E and Alt M, merge at center. They'll merge somewhere strange. So let's just go out of individual origins. And I'll just quickly grab that and I'll go Alt M, merge at center. Let me make sure I don't have any, don't have doubles, too many doubles. All right, I think I'll have to do each of these. So I'll go E and Alt M, merge at center. E and Alt M. Let's make sure that this is looking okay in subdivision surface. Okay, I don't have the edge loops in there yet, so we'll get those in there. Oops. No, not that. E and Alt M, merge at center. What is that command to repeat? It's Control R? No, it's not Control R. Shift R? Is that it? Can I just do that again? Shift R? No, not that. What did I do? Ah, because I got that. Shift R. Okay, now I lost it. So E and Alt M. Select it. Shift R. Shift R. Oh, you know what I'm doing? I'm not putting in the edge loop. E and then Shift R. No. Okay, I'll do it. E and then Shift R. No. How about E? Did I do E? E, Alt M, merge at center. So I can't just go Shift R, right? Because that'll just do that. Unless, I mean, I can put in an edge loop and drag it around, but I'm not going to do it that way. Okay, never mind. E and Alt M. E and Alt M the whole time, and then the edge loops. Okay, all right, now the edge loops. Let's turn off that. We'll go there, and we'll go there. Okay, so let's now take this and just think for a moment. I think I'm going to have this set into another piece. So this will be like the top. So just start working on that. What I'll do is I'll take one of these edges, Shift D and P. So there it is. Set the origin to geometry. Select it, and maybe I'll bring it up a bit, and I'm just going to start. I'll scale it out a bit. Bring it down. Just think a little bit about what I want to do here. Select it and flip polys. And maybe I want to select this edge. Maybe I'll bring it down a bit like that. All right. Yeah, I'm going to do something like that. And then I could take this, push it in a little. I do want it a little bit above, and I think I want to take this one here and give it an edge loop there. And we'll smooth it. Okay, let's keep going here. I'll grab both of those and bring them down a bit more. And it's the question of if I want to close this off. I think I will. I'll go like this, and I'll come in quite a bit, maybe to about there, and it'll be like a battery if we even need that. So let's go to the bottom, actually off to the side a little bit, actually quite a bit. And I'll bring this up a little bit. Okay, E and Alt M. Not sure if I'm going to want that ring there or not. Let's just look at that. I think what I needed to do actually, without realizing it, was come out a bit. So let's, not that. Let's, in face selection, let's grab all of these. Is this what I want to do? So they're there, yeah, and let's extrude them out. And that may be too big of a gap. I think it will be. So I'm going to take those. What if I do that? No, I don't want these. And I'm just going to scale, but not in the Z. Scale, Shift, Z. Bring it in a little bit more. Let's see what I've done here. Okay, and then we'll just sharpen this up with an edge loop. And maybe this with an edge loop. Okay, I can leave that for now. And what I might do here is take this edge loop here and scale it in a bit. So I get, it's a little bit more rounded there. Okay, so that's a start anyhow. There I am looking down on it. Just have a look at some of these guys here. Yeah, see, this one doesn't have the inner ring, so I've obviously made a couple of errors, skipped a few things, so we'll just delete those faces and we'll come back and we will turn that off for a second. I'll grab that inner edge, E and S, E and Alt and M. Hopefully I got them all now. What's going on over on this side? That's okay. Do I have edge loops on that one? Ah, how about that? I'm missing a few Maybe I thought I was done and I wasn't. I tell you, the force is not strong right now. What have I done on this one? Just the top one and not a bottom one? Let's assume we got him. Okay, that's all right. Okay, so now what I'm hoping to do is to put some buttons in there. So let's take this vertex right there. Actually, let's see if I can get rid of any doubles. Yeah, you see I did, and that may have been causing me some troubles. So, okay, let's grab that vertex and go Shift S, cursor to selected, and then we're going to bring in a circle. And I'll make it 24. How's that? Okay, and in edit mode, I will scale it down till it fits. Period key to zoom in, scale it again. Okay, E and S, a little bit, E and S. We'll go E and Alt M. And we'll take the edge, E, and bring it down like that. Flip the polys, and I think I'm going to need to close it because I want to spin this, and I find that when I spin, if I don't close it, it doesn't work well. So if I had that, let's bevel this top edge with a few, and I will put on subdivision surface anyhow. And I think I'm going to extend the whole thing down a bit. And I'll put an edge loop there. And I want the buttons to stick up a bit so we can depress them. And I'm thinking of having an effect on the side, like a bit of a glow, if I can do that. So now, let's see. Let's look down on this thing. And let's select this, and my 3D cursor is right in the center, right? Let's just make sure. Okay, so if I select that, put my 3D cursor, origin of 3D cursor, go into edit mode, and A to select that. Let's try a spin. And let's go 360. And let's up the count, and I'm hoping that 16 is going to be bang on. Looks pretty good. Select them all, W, remove doubles, and Control N to flip polys. And my buttons are in my spaces. And there they are. All right, so far so good. Now, I realize that there's more that I want to do with this. I want this center region to be where the speaker is, I think. It'd be nice to have the Batman emblem there, but I'm thinking maybe I'll do it on the watch band. So what I think I would like to do is I'm gonna use an N-gon for this and Boolean. It's the easiest way with this kind of geometry, as far as I'm concerned. And it should look okay. So forgive me for that, but I am going to delete all these faces. And I'm going to do something else with this. I'm going to, what am I going to do? So I want it to fit in. I think I want to bring it up a little bit, scale it, E, and bring it down. I think that's all I need to do. So I have a small lip there, but I kind of would like it a bit bigger than that. Let's turn that off. So I might grab both of these edges and just scale them out. And we'll have a look at this. Okay, we'll put another edge loop in here. And perhaps that's a bit too crazy. Maybe we do want this a bit sharper. I don't like that there yet. So I will put one down here. I may actually even bevel this. Okay, you'll see what I'm getting at in a second. Let's select, that's the lower surface, right? Let's select this edge and cursor to select it just to make sure it's right in the center. And let's bring in another circle, but let's go with 32. Okay, good. I'm going to scale it down to the approximate size. It can be a little bit bigger than that. Bring it in, and I'm going to hit F to make a face, and it's going to be in there. All right. Now, do I need to give it some thickness? I think that would be best if I did, so I'm going to hit E, and it's going to bring it down like that. Now let's take it up and just have a quick peek at it. And make sure I don't have to do any of that kind of stuff. So that could be there. And what I would then do is I'm going to punch holes in that. All right, so let's do origin and geometry and make sure we're there. Yeah, okay. And let's grab cylinder. I think I'm going to leave the ends on, leave it at 32. It's just easier to see when I'm looking straight down. Let's scale this down to about the size that we would want our speaker holes to be. All right. And we can also get rid of this, hide that. We can even hide that just to make sure. We can hide these as well. Make sure that we're going through. Scale this into Z so that it pushes through, because we're going to do a Boolean on this. All right, so let's see. A little hard to see. So what I'll do is I'll come over, I'll hit N, I'll open this up, and I'm going to turn under shading. I'm going to turn on ambient occlusion. Makes it a little easier to see what I'm doing. So let's suppose those were okay holes. I don't want too many of them. And so let's just start arraying this thing, and then we can change the size of them in a bit if we so choose. All right, so what if I did that? So that's in the X, and then I add an array. Where did it go now? That one's closed. Okay, so this is it. So I did this, let's say, in the Y. But we'll have to, sorry. I could do that. Okay. Let's increase the size on the X until we like the middle section here, and I'll delete a few of these, but I do think I need to bring everything back so I can see, and oh, not that. I can just grab these, and I can scale them a bit as well. And we're going to need more in the Y. That's going to be a lot of holes. So what I'll do is I'll delete, you know, this one and then these two and that kind of thing. So they should be going through. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the arrays. And then we'll go in. And let's make sure all the polys are facing out. They should be, but we'll go in. And we'll start selecting, like, say, those two and those two and this one. So it's 2 and 1 so far. Control L, X, vertices. Let's see if I like that pattern. It might be all right. Let's look at it solid, you know, for the speaker. Okay, let's save. And let's select the, well, let's hide this stuff. Let's select that. There, going through. Add modifier, Boolean operation. Difference in the object is the cylinders. And I see the white stuff there, so I can pretty much be assured it worked. Apply. Take those, and I can just hit H for now. So I got my holes, so I'm going to go Alt-H, and I'm going to select them again, and I'm going to delete them. Okay, now I've got that. What can I do with it? We're getting up in polys already, but I've made a lot of the intensive stuff, and we're not done. Here's what I was thinking. Shift Alt and click a couple of these. Not that. That. Nothing else. Let's try select similar, I don't know, face angles. That'll get the top and the bottom rings. And I was thinking Control B. I know it's a lot. Maybe 2. And then smooth, and I'll get some smoothing issues. And then what I'll do is I'll just select in face selection, holding shift, wherever there's like a big face, and just hit E and done. And that'll flatten that out. And in a render, that should look just fine, although my polys are high, admittedly. Okay. Now what I need, I think, so I need some more stuff here. So I've got an edge loop there and an edge loop there. If I grab this whole ring, what if I extruded it up? Extruded it up from there, didn't I? It might have been easier for me to put another edge loop here and avoid this area. And I just want to do another central kind of region, but I also want to put some stuff around it. I should be okay. I might put them on the outside. All right, I don't know. I'm just thinking. E, come on up. So what does that look like? Just that, right? Okay, so now, this is all really basic stuff. I'm just not sure what I'm doing. Yeah, with that. Almost wish that wasn't there. Or was it so tight? Maybe I don't need it that tight. Was there another one in there? Probably, eh? Oh, what did I get to? No, I don't know. It's hard to tell. What does that do? Nah. How far back have I gone? That's the question. Okay. Cool. Yeah, all right. Let's look. There's the top. So how about if we look from the front of this thing, grab that edge. Did I get that edge? No. Where am I? In edge selection. Oh, it doesn't matter. Vertex. Grab that vertex and that one. Shift S, cursor to selected, and then let's bring it a cube. Scalar. Scale is in the X, and these would be the parts that connect to the watch band or the cell phone watch band. Let's grab that face and pull it out. And we'll scale this in the X, just really basic. And we'll scale it in the Z as well. I'm not going to pull it down or anything yet. Or am I? May not do that at all. I'll put some edge loops on it so I can do a subdivision surface. Maybe not so tight. Maybe I want this a bit rounded. I'm not sure yet. Not there. We're going to give that a try. I am actually thinking of having the watch band go in there. So maybe it does need to be a little tighter. I'm going to hit G and G for edge slide. And bring that in like that. G and G. It's possible that I should have done the hole first. That's what I'm thinking. If that's what I want to do. And I kind of think it is. So I was thinking that if there was a hole in there, that's how the band would work. Let's see if I can just extrude that in. It doesn't have to go super far. And then tighten it up some more. Let's just see what that's looking like. And just fix that. I don't know that that part was necessary, but maybe. Okay, let's just go along the edge then. Such an easy structure to make that it's not critical. For example, if I was to come in here and take this face, Shift D, and bring it out, I'll break it into a new object. And then extrude it back in here. You know, like that. I'll just take off smoothing for now. And just scale in general just a little bit. And just, I guess that's kind of, okay, I'm gonna, well, I could work on that now, I suppose. Okay, so let's see what we can do with this. Let's say that's all I'm going to make of this. And so let's put a whole bunch of edge loops here. I'm going to punch some holes in this. And what? 2, 3, 4, 2. Scale on the X. Man, those holes too big. I was thinking of every second one. Oh, maybe that's good enough. And then maybe we could inset just to get a bit more stability. And can I just bridge edge loops on that stuff? No, that's not what I want to do. No, what we'll do is I'll delete the faces, and then I'll just come back in and I'll grab the inner edge, and we'll bridge edge loops. Just really basic stuff that doesn't mean I'm not making little mistakes here and there and doing dumb things, but we're just playing around with the concept. So let's say I did that, and then now as far as edge loops, I can only get them there, right? So I could come in here, and I'm gonna have to do something like this. Don't have to be super tight or anything. And I'll need more edge loops on this. Then I'll put a subdivision surface. We'll see. It might even be too thick. But let's say it was like that, and then I did an edge loop like there and there. Not too tight though. Let's just see. I think I'm missing some there. Turn that back on. Okay, so then I get that. And then I guess I will. Where will I put that? I guess I am going to need them all along, eh? Can I do 2 at a time then? Scale those in the X. That'll at least take care of 2. See how that's looking, and I can do more along the sides of those if I need to. Okay, so far so good. Now what about tapering it? Do I want to do that? I might. All right, well, we'll see. Nothing fancy going on with this. What I could do is just take that right in the center, right? And take this and mirror it with respect to that. What have I done? There we go. And take this and mirror that. Okay, just do that. I guess with respect to that. Yeah, okay. How is it? Okay. Oh, that looks a little bit shrimpy for this kind of watch. Okay, so let's try taking both of those and scaling the X, pulling them in. Okay, and then I'll come in here and I'll just grab, well, maybe I'll grab from here and I'll just pull down because I'm not sure what I'm going to do unless I'm just scaling like that, which I don't think I'm gonna, but we could try that. You know? Okay. Okay. And then we're going to do just not sure how I want to do this. If I want to make a hole, I'm going to do some kind of little dials. And then we'll come back, we'll put numbers on this and all that. I want a bunch of them, so it's just, I don't think it's worth doing the whole. So let's just try it this way. And bring in a circle. 32s, all right. I'm not gonna worry about it now. Rotate Y 90. Scale. Nice big one. And we'll go E and S, E and S. No, let's go back one. Let's bring it out. E and S now. E and S. E and Alt M. Take the whole thing out. Okay. Let's bring it back like that. I might want to make this bigger. Okay, let's give it a try. E and S. No. E and S. I make the little stop. E. I'll come out a bit because we're going to do a subdivision surface, and I'm going to need that. I'll need more edge loops on here as well. You know, but we'll just we'll get it going. I'm going to want to do something along the sides of it anyhow. I'm going to scale this in a little bit, like that. And let's just see where we're getting to. That's where we're getting to. I don't know if I really want this sharper. Well, probably I would need another edge loop anyhow. What I'm going to do though is I want some little indentations in here, and you'll see what I mean. I'm going to bevel, not too big, not too small, about that. E and Alt S, and so push them in, and then I'm going to come over and I'm going to just tighten that up with edge loops, probably just on the outside. I don't think I'm going into these little crevices here. And so I probably will need another edge loop down there. Just like that. Although, you know, it would probably be nicer if I cleaned it up like that. I just want to see if I get it still. Yeah, it just looks a little bit nicer. All right, so it's not even going to be visible, I'm sure. At any rate, I'm not going to worry about it there, I don't think. I just want those. And then what I'll do is I'm going to take, are we going to spin? We might be spinning. So let's look from the side. We got that. All right, let's grab this one. Shift S, cursor selected. And we'll bring in a plane. And we're looking for the top. And then we'll start scaling. Hit the period key to zoom in. Scale a bit more. And I want it kind of right in between those. Let's scale this in the Y. Do that, and then E to extrude. And because I want to spin these, it seems that I have to have close. I can't delete the back poly and have it spin properly. Which isn't a problem for me because I never delete properly the back polys. I'm going to bevel these a little bit though, and probably try smoothing and see if I like it. And I'm going to take this and push it down and in. Let's think about if I like that. Let's try it. Let's select the whole thing. Shift S, cursor to selected. Is that right in the middle? Yeah, it's in the middle. Select that and go into. Well, before I do that, let's set origin to 3D cursor and then go in edit mode 3, and let's try a spin of 360. Yeah, and let's start cranking this up. And let's get a whole pile of these in there. Let's select them all. If I don't like it, I'll do it again. Control N. You know, I just find the little grooves help. I don't know if that's too small a detail, but hopefully not. And take the whole thing and pull it in. It's an awfully big knob though, Batman. Okay, and so I got that, and then what I could do is I could take it, Shift D, I'll copy it, and we'll bring it over here. We'll scale it down, and we'll change it a bit. Let's first of all rotate the Z. I can switch over to normal and then push it in a little bit nicer. I don't know. What if I hide that, get rid of that? I can rebuild this. There's a lot of polys in there though to do that, so I might just leave it like that. I'll do that, and I could do one on the other side too, couldn't I? I got that guy selected, so I could take this and just mirror it across that in the Y. And then can I just mirror this stuff too? Why not? Oh. In the Y. And I'd have that, whatever those are. Is there anything I want to do with this? Oh, it's pretty crazy as it is, but to start messing with it. It's just adding insult to injury, adding more polys constantly. Where'd that one go? You're not going to let me do it there? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, because of that. How's that anyhow? Is that really necessary? It is now. All right, so we got that. Now, is this not thick enough? Or is it thick enough? Okay, well, let's go with that. I do want to do something else here, though. Maybe I'll do it on the outside. Although, yeah, what do I want? Maybe I'll do it on this ring. Might be okay. What we could do is we could start looking at some colors of this thing. I mean, I could take this and just wondering if I should. No, you know what? Let's just view it with the matte cap for now. I mean, that's what I used to use. It'll just show me it a little bit. The contrast is a little bit nicer, just to start seeing what I got here. Yeah, that's okay. That looks okay. I want to put some dots or something, and I'm trying to decide if I want them out there, if I want them on here. I could do that later. Okay, so we do need to start adding some color, so I'm going to get rid of this. And let's lay down a plane. Really, eh? Okay. Let's not do that. Let's go Shift C. And then let's lay down a plane. There we go. Yeah, okay, those big circles is going to make it hard to lay on the ground, isn't it? That's 20. That's okay for now, anyhow. Now I want to move that to this other layer and put the lights and everything on there. I'm going to click New, and I'm going to actually going to leave this pretty white now that I think about it, and select that layer as well. And then where's my light? There's my light. Right, there's my sun. Okay, let's get back to this. Okay, let's rotate the Z. And actually, I want to move that one over here. Okay, and let's just copy that. I'm just going to do another one just for basic lighting. You can basically see. And I'm going to make this one like kind of a greenish color. I'll make it 3. And let's just see if we can start looking through this camera and seeing what it's starting to look like. It's going to be way too bright with materials here. I just want to see it. Okay, so there it is. Obviously, there it is. Okay, let's break this apart. T and T. Let's come over to the node editor, And with that main body selected, let's click new and get rid of that. Let's go to shader principled. Connect that, and for the base color, let's come way down to near the bottom for black. Metallic, let's go 0.3 and 0.4 for the roughness. And let's have a look at that. Okay, and I'm going to also select this part and give it that material, and I'm going to actually call this black in case I ever forget. And most of it is going to be black. All right. Honestly. These I'm going to do differently very soon, so let's just have a look at that. That's what that looks like so far. We need to do more, of course. Let's try making those things black, but we'll select that part and we'll do a metal. Okay, well, let's just try principled, and I'll just bring it down a bit. But let's just take the metallic to like 0.9 and roughness to like 0.2. See if that does anything. Oh, I think I got it on there. Is that, yeah, oh no, maybe I had it in the right place. Okay, though that's the part I wanted to make metallic, so I want that. Call it metal. I haven't done much. Like no Fresnel or anything. Can I not spell metal? No, apparently not. And apparently it doesn't matter either. So those are okay mirrored. Let's have a look at that. Okay. All right, and I was thinking actually of making those black, but doing something underneath them so that they light up. And I'm not sure I want those things black. So let's try that. Let's just close this up and go to the first layer. And let's hide all of those, and let's come in here and make sure that I am selecting the right thing, which I'm not. Select that thing again, and all right, what do you got going on here? Well, that thing is a thing pushing through. Okay, that's, I can deal with that in a bit. I want to select these faces. Let's just look straight down. Let's say we just do it for all of those. Oops. And then expand. I'm going to try it like this anyhow. So I'm going to select all these central regions, then I'm going to go Control Plus, and they're all going to expand out one more level. I think that's all I need. I might need more. We'll find out. Ah. Except this one I screwed up. There. Control Plus. Let's try that, and let's hit the plus, and let's put new, and let's choose emission. And let's go for kind of a greenish color for now. Let's put a strength of 2. And without deselecting, let's go back to Object and Alt-H, and let's have a look at this, and just with the Shift-Z. All right, they're pretty much covered up. Let's turn the lights on, by the way. See a bit. Okay, so that's not what I want yet. So let's hide those and come back in and go Control plus again, and again let's get the sides, and let's hit Assign and come out. I'm just trying this to see how well it's going to work, if it's going to work. There. Okay. The button's sort of glowing a little bit. And what we could do is take the sun and not have it that color, have it the complementary of sort of blue. All right, let's go back to the camera view. Let's see what's looking like. I'll work on this and put the Batman emblem there. Okay. All right, let's think about these buttons and whether or not they should come down a little bit. I think they should. Just that's good enough. Now, I'm going to do what? I'm going to come into one of these buttons, and I'm going to select that, Shift S, cursor to selected, and I'm going to bring some text in here. Where's my text? There it is. All right, and I'm going to come over to the text panel and choose center, and I'm going to scale and zoom in and center like that. And this is going to be 0. I'm going to do some of like the number pad. Let's scale it up and center it, but I'm going to choose a different font. And I think I'm just going to use, let's see, can I get font in here? Font, agency. I'm going to try that. Just like that. But these are going to be, I'll make a new material. I'll just leave it like that for now. Maybe I'll make it a little bit less intense. No, I think I'm going to make it a yellowish color. I'll do that for now. Okay. Now, if I switch over to materials, how easy is it for me to see what I'm doing? Not too bad. Okay, I'm just going to lift that up a little bit, just like that. Yeah, it's a little bit hard for me to see, so I'm not going to do it that way. It's just as hard to see that way, but so, in fact, just on the first, oh, is that on my second layer? Yeah, I want to move all my model stuff to the first layer. I just have lights and stuff there. Okay. All right, cool. So there's 0, Shift D, G, and go to edit mode, and that's going to be 1. It's not the best font, maybe. Two. 3. 6. 5. And that gives me all the numbers 0 to 9. And so after that, I'll just do some other symbols. Like pound key, Batman pound. Star. But that one, I think I'm going to scale. Move. You know, star. That's fine. I'll grab this one again. Should be star, maybe exclamation. Where is it? Exclamation. Oh, did I get it? What did I do? Oh, I got 2. If you're really in trouble, Batman. Okay. Yeah, good enough. And I got a couple more. Oh, I do. 0, 1, exclamation. Oh, geez. Shift D. G. I guess we need a question. If you have questions, if you need assistance, question mark. Okay, what else can we do? Oh yeah, ampersand. Gotta send an email, Batman. All right, and the ampersand, I think is a bit weird in this font, but it'll work. It should. That's what it is. All right, that, and what's the last one? X. Yeah, X marks the spot. There, cool. Okay, so let's just check this out like this. So, I forgot to hit the lights. Now we hit the lights and the plane and everything. It looks completely different. Like that. And you know, I'm okay with just leaving those right there instead of shrink wrap and all that stuff. I just want a static, quick render, and I can easily change those. So if those were there, I think I'm going to be lengthening these. I'm thinking of something along this ring, and that's what we're going to do. All right, sort of coming along. I don't know, too many circles, but maybe it's okay. Let's try this though. Let's just select a ring and Shift S, cursor to select it, and then we'll bring in another circle. And how much is it? 32. Let me hope 24 would be enough, maybe even more than I need. And let's go in edit mode and scale it right down. And I'm going to position it. It's going to be a lot smaller than that. But I'll put it in line with this for now. And we can do this pretty simply because it's going to be small. I'm just going to hit F to make a face, like in the old days. E to extrude. I'll give it a little bit of thickness. And I'm going to hit F to make a face again. How about that? Really breaking all the rules. And let's bevel this top. 1, 2. What was that? 2? 1, 2. Just like that. And we'll set the origin to geometry. And we'll make it touch down because I want to spin this. And it's a question of where. I'll put it up there. Okay. So we got this, right? Cursor selected, and we got this. And I'll just make sure that it's all good. Let's set the origin to geometry. No, let's not. Let's set the origin to 3D cursor. That's what I wanted. Select it, and let's give it a spin. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Wow, put in 71. And I like 71. So I'm selected all, W, remove doubles, Control and flip polys. Let's come out. And it's another design element. And I was thinking of using, where'd it go there? That, not the emission, the yellow right there. So let's come back to camera view and just have a look. I may not like it yet. We'll see. Boy, that's busy. That's a lot. All right, well. The only other thing I can think of doing for that is if I go in, I select it all, and I go into individual origins, and I scale them. Oh, that's still, they look okay. All right. Let's have another look. Maybe that's okay. Okie dokie. We still got more work to do, but let's lengthen this out so I can put the Batman symbol right there. And I think I'll do one there on both sides and work on this a little bit. Okay, so far so good. I think I like it. It's hard to tell. Now, can I simply scale this in the Y and get the effect I want? That actually covers up that area too. I think that's okay. I can do more work on that in a bit. So here's what I was thinking. I'm gonna do the Batman's bird. Do I like it like that? It's a boring structure, but it'll be okay, I hope. Yeah, so let's look top down. I'm gonna go on to a completely different layer. My cursor's right in the center, and I'm going to bring in a Batman image. Open. So I just found this on the internet. There's plenty of them. There's that. There it is. All right, and I'm going to go Shift A, add a plane, and in vertex mode, I'm going to Alt M, merge at center, and I'm going to move my point over to there. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time, just going back to median point and turning off the gizmo. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. It's a small detail, but I'm just going to trace it like this. EG, 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 EG. I'm just going to go around the profile like that. It's going to have a lot of points, but EG. I'm going to come out to the point, pretty much EG, and I'm going to start coming on the inside. And I'm only going to do half of it, and then I'm going to mirror it, or I'm just going to copy it. You can spend as much time as you want doing the incredible details, but I'm not going to. Do I want to curve this a little bit? Why not? Just like that. E, G, X, and I'm going to come out to the middle point. I'm going to come back to this, E, G, and I'm going to continue the wing. Just working quickly, because it's going to look fine, I hope. Or I'll come to there. And I'll come back. Plus, this video is getting quite long. There we go. And I'll just bring it down to a point right there. I'm going to select both of these, and I'm going to go N and open this up and sort of center them on the X. Okay, and now let's mirror this. What am I doing? I'll make sure that's on. There we go. And I'll put on clipping, and I think we got it. I'm going to hit apply. Oh. An object will apply, and I think we got it, right? Let's turn on the gizmo, right, the join. Right. Okay, so I'm going to select it all, and I think I just want to do F and make a face, and select it, and E, give it a little bit of thickness, and then I'm just going to take the top edge, and I'm going to bevel it, Control B a little bit. Make sure nothing crosses over. I'll give it a couple of segments, and then I'm going to hit smoothing, and I'll get that, but then I'm going to take it, and I'm going to hit E, orient set, and I'm just going to do that, and that's I hope going to be good enough for the distance you're going to see. And obviously it's going to be quite a bit smaller than that. So I'm now going to move this to my first layer and then have a look. You see it's already quite large, and I want it here. So I'm going to scale it down. I'm just in object mode. All right, so I'm going to put one on here. And I can angle it and stuff. Just going to get the general size of that. So I think I'm going to do it there. Yeah, so let's take it, rotate the X, hold down Shift if it goes too quick. Let's say I do that, and let's say I give this, not that, that yellow color as well. I might want this longer, I'm not sure. Or we'll see where it fits best. Oh, I don't have my lights on. All right, let's put the lights on and select both layers and the camera view. What's going on? Okay. I'm not liking it yet. Maybe I don't want it to have much thickness at all. I want it more like as a decal. So maybe all I'll do is push it in. Just make sure it's visible. Okay, let's, by the way, shut off that background image. It's starting to annoy me. And let's see if I can still see Batman there. I do. And so I might want to lengthen this a tiny bit more, or let's mirror it. Let's see if I got that there. Can I just mirror this? Mirror with respect to this. And the Y. I got it there too. You know, that kind of thing. We're just playing around. We can try a different angle and see if you like it better. Okay. And then that last thing I was thinking of was just a little bit of a design element along the sides. Against just spinning stuff. So for example, say we look from the side. Let's do the other side. And I selected that side, and I'll just bring in a cube. I mean, maybe I could try a different design, slightly different. I could try that and see if I like that. Okay. Let's set the origin to the 3D. Oh, okay, there. Let's set origin to geometry of that. Shift cursor to selected of that. Set the origin to 3D cursor and go into edit mode. And then let's spin. And then I'm going to have to delete some. I certainly don't want that many. Well, I can look now. I want a bunch here, you know, and then I'll delete the ones that are covered, and I'll delete a bunch on this side too. But that's all right. So I'm going to select it all and remove doubles and flip polys. And then before I go out, I guess I'll just do this. You know, I'll get rid of it. I'll select a piece of any of the ones that are troublesome, and I'll just go around a couple times and do this. So Control L and then just delete vertices. Yep, like that. Control L. Looks like maybe I can only get 2 here. There's some underneath, so we'll deal with that. That's not what I want to do. Let's just do that. Let's just do the ones that are obviously touching. Oops. Control L, X vertices, and then what I'll do is maybe I'll get rid of almost all of them on this side. Okay, so now let's take this and hide it. Didn't miss any under there. Okay, we'll bring that back. What about you? Not that. You. Yep. Control L, X vertices. Come on back, you. And what about you? Yes, definitely. Alt H to bring you back. Okay, and these I just want. What am I doing? Material, please. Black. I don't know if they look good on this side or not. I'm not sure if they look good on that side either. Let's try it. Not that visible, but something. This is pretty much along the lines of what I was thinking. Okay, there's a couple there and a couple there. That's all right. Yeah. I think I'm gonna do a quick render and see where we're at. All right, so I'll be back in a minute. All right, here's what it looks like so far, but we need to do some more work. So let's do this. Let's make sure that's selected and everything looks good. Let's bring in a plane. Bring it up and scale it down. Bring it up there. Zoom in on that. Let's grab these polys, scale in the X. Reasonably close. Select it all. Give it some thickness. And we'll put a bevel. Let's set origin geometry first. Let's put a bevel on that. We'll go for 2 and knock this down. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, let's smooth it. Let's bring it down to there. So we get a bit of 3D-ness to it. And let's mirror this. Let's apply that bevel. Mirror this in the Y, and we'll apply that. Set the origin of geometry, and then Shift D, rotate Z 90. And we'll select it all and join it. And let's make these yellow like that. So we got that, and let's also try to get into this space here. I want to do something else. if I can. Let's turn off the subdivision surface. See what I've done. Do I have a little groove? Okay, I just made that go up, did I? Well, let's try then just this. Let's try putting on, assigning that to there. Did I do that right? Okay, I did do that right. Let's put the lights on. Usually that'll look better inside a little groove. That may not do the trick here. So I'm just wondering if I can raise this up a little bit and give myself, I don't know if that's going to be easy to do. Not particularly. Yeah, that'd give me be a hard time doing that, I think. Is there any chance? Is there any chance I would want to do this? I don't think there's much chance I'd want to do this. There might be a small chance I'd want to do that. That would give me that. All right, so let's try this then. Let's turn that off again. Let's go back here and let's put black back on there. And let's try this. Putting it just there. I'm not sure what I've done. Just get it in there. Yeah, all right. All right. Let's try rendering that again. Okay, I'll give it a render. All right, well, here's Batman's watch or cell phone or wrist thing, whatever it is. Yeah, I could keep going with details, but I think we're going to leave the Cape Crusader for now. Thanks for watching.